The mysterious move of Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene, the secret reasons behind this shocking decision, the impact on the Principality of Monaco, the reactions of the royal family, and the consequences for the future of the Monegasque monarchy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you like it, and share your reactions in the comments. Your engagement greatly helps us continue to bring you exclusive content on royal news. Imagine for a moment that you learn tomorrow morning that your country's royal family had decided to permanently leave their ancestral palace and relocate elsewhere. This is exactly what just happened in Monaco, and believe me, the news has sent shockwaves throughout royal Europe. Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene have made a decision that defies all of the Principality's time-honored protocols and traditions. This story began a few weeks ago, in the hushed corridors of the Prince's Palace of Monaco. Sources close to the royal family report palpable tensions, closed-door discussions that last late into the night, and decisions that call into question the very future of the Monegasque monarchy. What seemed like a well-established royal routine has suddenly transformed into a veritable political and personal earthquake. Prince Albert II, 66, has reigned over Monaco since 2005, but his position has never seemed so fragile as it does today. Married since 2011 to former South African swimmer Charlene Whitstock, now Princess Charlene, the royal couple has always faced media speculation regarding the strength of their union. But this time, it's different. This is no longer just backroom rumor or tabloid speculation. It's a concrete reality that is shaking the very foundations of the Principality. The first indications of this radical change appeared when witnesses observed an unusual parade of moving trucks near the prince's palace. At first, the palace's communications department tried to downplay these movements, citing simple renovations or reorganization of the spaces. But the truth was far more complex and dramatic than anyone could have imagined. Princess Charlene, who has endured difficult times in recent years, particularly with health issues that kept her away from Monaco for long periods, reportedly expressed a desire to return to a more peaceful environment, away from the constant pressures of palace life. Her return to South Africa in 2021 for medical reasons had already fueled much speculation about her well-being and her relationship with the Principality. But what makes this situation even more extraordinary is that Prince Albert appears to have made the decision to support his wife in this endeavor. Contrary to what many might have expected, the Monegasque sovereign has not chosen to remain anchored in traditions and protocol obligations. He has chosen to prioritize his family and the well-being of his loved ones, even if it means upending centuries of royal traditions. The royal twins, Jacques and Gabriella, now 10 years old, are obviously at the heart of this decision. Sources close to the palace reveal that the royal couple wish to provide their children with a more normal upbringing and living environment, far from the constraints and constant media exposure that characterize life at the prince's palace. This legitimate parental concern, however, raises fundamental questions about the future of the succession and the preparation of future heirs for their royal responsibilities. The impact of this decision on Monaco cannot be underestimated. The Principality, a territory of only 2 square kilometers, derives much of its prestige and international appeal from the presence of its royal family. The departure, even temporary, of Prince Albert and his family could have considerable repercussions on the local economy, tourism, and Monaco's international image. Monegasque institutions find themselves in an unprecedented situation. The National Council, the Principality's legislative assembly, must now manage a complex constitutional situation. How can the continuity of the state be ensured when the head of state physically leaves the country? What are the legal and protocol implications of this decision? These questions have no simple answers and require in-depth consideration of how monarchical institutions adapt to contemporary realities. The international press is naturally seizing on this story with a voracious appetite. European media outlets are producing sensational headlines, oscillating between speculation about a possible marital crisis and political analyses of Monaco's future. This intensive media coverage adds additional pressure to a family seeking to escape the constant spotlight. Reactions within the Grimaldi family are mixed. Some members of the extended family understand and support Prince Albert's decision, acknowledging the personal challenges the couple faced. Others, more attached to traditions and dynastic responsibilities, express concern about the long-term consequences of this decision on the stability and sustainability of the Monegasque monarchy. It is important to place this situation in the broader context of contemporary European monarchies. Several royal families have had to adapt to societal changes and modern expectations regarding the balance between private and public life. The British royal family, for example, experienced similar upheavals with the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. These precedents show that monarchical institutions are not immune to tensions between tradition and modernity. The choice of destination for this move also reveals interesting aspects of the royal couple's psychology. Rather than choosing another European residence, which could have been perceived as a diplomatic compromise, Prince Albert and Princess Charlene appear to be favoring a completely different environment, possibly Charlene's native South Africa, or a destination offering a quality of life and privacy they no longer find in Monaco. This decision also raises questions about the evolving role of monarchies in the 21st century. In a world where democratic values and equality are increasingly valued, how can royal institutions maintain their relevance while adapting to the personal needs of their members? The Monaco case could set a precedent and influence other European royal families facing similar dilemmas. The economic implications are also significant. Monaco relies heavily on its image of prestige and glamour to attract investors, wealthy tourists, and international events. The prolonged absence of the princely family could affect this image and have tangible economic consequences for the Principality. At the same time, this situation offers a unique opportunity to observe how a micronation can adapt and evolve in the face of unexpected institutional challenges. Monaco could become a laboratory for democratic and monarchical innovation, exploring new forms of governance that reconcile royal traditions with contemporary realities. Only time will tell whether this decision by Prince Albert and Princess Charlene will mark a historic turning point for Monaco or whether it will be merely a blip in the Principality's history. What is certain is that this exceptional situation continues to fascinate and divide public opinion, both in Europe and around the world. Does this royal move mark the end of an era for Monaco, or, on the contrary, the beginning of a new one in which European monarchies are fundamentally rethinking their relationship with tradition and modernity?